Welcome back to Badass Fans Live. I'm Joe, and I'm here today with South White 60s. Thank you guys for being here.
Hey, Joe.
I've known these guys for a long time. They actually did my very first shitty camera interview with like a small personal Canon camera, so it's awesome to have you guys in and do something like pro today.
Independent?
At the Independent. Yeah. So.
Now look at all this. A long way.
I know. All right, so we're gonna start. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna start with some random questions here. So I don't know what order. If you want to just go down the line, start at Joey.
Start with me. Shoo, damn.
I think Joey first.
All right, so I'm gonna spin it. You just tell me where to stop.
Okay. No. Oh. Tell you where to stop.
Tell me when to stop. What is this? Ooh, sing a song a cappella?
Oh, hell no.
You guys have been doing this all day. Now that it's on camera officially, though.
Well, Joey does a pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Joey does a pretty good Lionel Richie.
Ooh.
If you don't mind.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Very good. That's good.
Great job.
There you go.
Great.
I know. He's all blushing. So cute. So cute.
I don't think I've ever seen him blush.
I haven't had a drink. I don't have drums in front of me. Yeah. This was at night. I'm singing all night.
All right, Aaron, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
This is nerve-wracking. Stop.
Ooh, Cards Against Humanity.
Ooh.
Where did I put the cards at?
Love that game.
All right.
It's about to get nasty.
How do we?
You're really good at
We're
reading
gonna-
upside down.
We're gonna I get used to
I'm
it.
just gonna like.
We're gonna do like a short round, so we're only gonna do 5 cards. If you've ever played, I think it's like 7 or something.
Yeah.
So 5 cards each,
Oh, wow.
and then I'll read the black card.
You're welcome.
We'll see who wins.
Joey just snickered. He must have got something good.
I love this game here. She's gonna read something, then you give the answer that you think goes best with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Usually they're racially insensitive.
All
I
right.
was going
Here we
towards
go.
sexist, but
No.
The votes are in, and the new high school mascot is blank.
Is it
The votes are in, and the new high school mascot is blank. And I'll mix them up so I don't know whose is whose.
see, this is.
Okay. All right, votes are in. The new high school mascot is warm, velvety Muppet sex. The new high school mascot is women in yogurt commercials.
that's good.
That's pretty good. The new high school mascot is crystal meth. That's brutal. The new high school mascot is a salty surprise. And the new high school mascot is Bosnian chicken farmers.
Nice.
That's a tough call. Damn. I kind of feel like I have to go with women in yogurt commercials.
I feel like that's a good one.
All right, let's do one more round.
Yes.
Let's do one more round.
That's me.
Oh,
LA.
Oh, same cards, yeah?
Yeah, same cards. All right, what helps Obama unwind?
Oh, dude, I just crushed this round.
That's what you think.
No, dude, you're bluffing.
I'll just let you have
this is
your
too
moment
much.
because it's not gonna last.
This is a bad game. It's a bad game.
It's a dark,
Alright.
chapter.
What helps
Human history.
Obama unwind? Cards Against Humanity. All right. A sassy black woman. I'm sure she does. A disappointing birthday party. My collection of high-tech sex toys. And the systematic destruction of entire people and their way of life.
Wow.
That's
That's
really
Wow.
really good. Is that yours?
I feel like that's it.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
I can't
Damn.
sing, but I can play
Sassy
games.
black woman, honorable mention. No, that was good.
Well done, well done.
Well played.
All right, Octavio, you're up, yeah?
Spin it.
Okay, here we go.
Magic trick. No whammy. Stop.
Ah, record talk.
Record talk.
Yeah, so what's one of your top 5 favorite albums of all
My
time?
top 5 favorite albums of all time.
And why?
I think one of the first albums was Let It Bleed by the Rolling Stones. That was the first time I think that was the first time it got me into simultaneously country, gospel, blues, and rock and roll all together.
And drugs.
Yes, that record goes the whole way. And it was the first time too, is honestly when I heard it, and I was, when it just wasn't. It's recorded great, but not in the sense that records are recorded now.
Yeah.
In that sense. And so when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is good. You can. It sounded really small compared to everything I'd heard at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, that was probably the first one that I really got into, and then from there it went into a bunch of country, and then a bunch of blues, and a bunch of, I mean, everything that basically led into that album, I think that they're into.
Yeah. Nice. All right, Rob, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Stop.
What is this? Cards Against Humanity again?
I think it's Magic
It
Show.
says best live
I
show
think it's
you've
best live
seen.
show you've seen. Let's go with that one.
Well, I have seen, unlike these guys, I have seen the Soft White 60s. Those are really good shows.
Rob.
The White Stripes. When I saw the White Stripes, I was at a secret show at Tower Records.
Oh.
That
That's
was
pretty
the
amazing.
loudest and best show that I've ever seen. I was also in high school, so I was like
That's good.
new to
You were like
rock.
losing your shit
Yeah,
over
yeah.
it. Nice.
I spent the night in a parking lot for 19 hours. For that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What went
I
on
was
in the
in
parking
I
lot?
was in like teen. I don't know.
Food bar?
No, like rock and roll parking lot. What's
yeah.
that?
What?
What's it?
Heavy metal parking lot.
Heavy metal parking
I've
lot.
never heard of that.
Oh man, look it up.
It's
so good.
It's basically a documentary about the parking lot at an Iron Maiden concert
It's so
in like
good.
1983, and it's in like Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you get to see like the fashion and look and personality
everything,
of like
yeah.
Wisconsin folks from Wisconsin watching Iron Maiden in the 1980s.
But it's great. It's like the fans,
Wow.
the people that are obsessed with the music, like
Yeah.
the looks, the way they talk about it and everything. It's really cool. Cause then also they catch up with some of those people afterwards.
Oh, cool.
Is it, and it's you have to see it. It's interesting.
Everyone's just wasted,
Yeah.
stoned,
It's like-
drunk, young.
Yeah.
You know,
Bruce.
Priest is bad, man. Priest is fucking bad, man. It's incredible.
It's good.
That's awesome.
It's really good. It's you don't think, but you put it on. It's good.
It's phenomenal.
I'm gonna have to check it out. All right, Ryan, you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
Shock and
Stop.
One song you never skip.
awe. Ooh.
One song I never skip on a record, which I skip on.
It could be a record, could be on an iPod, iPhone.
I think if it comes on a radio, that you just never
Right.
change it.
Oh,
that
you know,
too, yeah.
okay, I'm gonna go into a neighborhood I don't usually like to go in here, in the neighborhood of like guilty pleasure. Because,
Yeah, buddy.
um,
I like that.
I don't
So-
feel guilty
Favorite
about any of my
neighborhood.
pleasures.
what do you mean by Justin Bieber? I skip the radio. I skip everything. There's
Yeah.
almost nothing I want to hear. There's something about that song that kind of appeals to me.
Yeah.
It's like the tropical flavor. It's kind of like feels like a Mai Tai elixir kind of thing. But I like that song, and for some reason it's kind of like a skippable thing. But I let it play.
Oh.
What do you mean by Justin
Interesting.
Bieber? I'm sorry.
I wonder if you'll
I'm
let
sorry.
it play in 10 years.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
That's a good
Probably not. It's just like just
right
now,
now.
We'll let
or
let
whenever
play.
it was like a
It's just
couple
too
months ago.
sweet.
How will it play in 10
It's just
years?
too
I
sweet.
know.
But
I don't know.
I mean,
We'll have to let that one play out.
hey.
I really
I'm
want
not
them
exactly-
to have panned to your face and followed your reaction.
I'm not exactly proud of it.
No, I think
It's
that's
the truth.
no, I think that's
I don't skip that.
interesting.
Two counts.
Yeah. All right, so you guys ready for some general band questions?
Yeah.
All right, so how long have you guys been playing together as a whole, as the Soft White 60s?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Nice. And how did you guys all meet?
Joey's the only one who was born in the Bay Area.
Mhm.
Everyone else came into the Bay Area on their own, kind of pursuing music. And I met Joey, started the band with a friend, and then Joey came and started playing drums. And then we needed a bassist. Joey knew Ryan from their band.
Yeah.
And then, how did we all come then?
I was showed up somewhere.
Showed up one day.
He just appeared.
Yeah, shot of an egg.
He just showed up perfect timing.
Showed up for sound check.
You know,
Yeah, we had a previous Aaron, but we were looking to upgrade Aaron's.
I'm Aaron 2.0.
So
We went on an errand.
System.
so we got an upgrade in the Aaron department.
Nice.
it's kind of interesting. I think a lot of bands just come together through proximity and just playing and playing and playing. Before you know, you don't really think about how you met each other.
Yeah.
But it's just been one time in passing, one time in shows, then another show, and then they're playing in that band, you're playing that band. Soon enough, you're hanging out together, and it's like, oh well, Rob, why don't you come play with us a little bit? And
I
then
was,
it's
I was just
then
gonna
it
say
gets-
that
yeah.
segues perfectly into
Then it
Rob
goes,
right
it goes,
there.
and then it's
We flirted about it.
Yeah.
We flirted. for
and then when
like
it just you kind of click with each other, it just you don't really have to say anything. It just keeps on going.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem.
We'll let you know.
And then recently, you guys have moved from San Francisco to LA. So why the move?
Change of scenery.
Yeah.
Shake it up for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Something like that.
I feel like in a certain way we kind of felt like we had exhausted all of our SF resources in a way. Not that, not to disrespect SF, we still love it a lot, but there was a lot more opportunity and kind of a bigger, newer playing field out here that we wanted to get involved in.
Yeah.
I think also too, it's just, I think with anyone wherever a band gets together, if a band gets together in LA, I think they're going to be much more inclined to move somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we originated in San Francisco in the Bay Area and we got all together there. But then it's a great area to play in, and we still, I feel like that's when we just went and played there for Noise Pop. It was like a very hometown show because all our families from around that area.
We'll always be a band from San
But-
Francisco.
Yeah.
But even just come down here, it just felt like a natural progression. And honestly, the best thing about it is kind of makes everybody feel a little uncomfortable. And I think that is the biggest thing. And it kind of makes everybody step outside their comfort zone, makes you feel uncomfortable, makes you do things that normally you wouldn't do, makes you kind of, play a show where you don't have all your friends there.
Yeah.
It's easier to do that, which makes you kind of relax and also makes you progress in a way. And so it's been nice to have that happen. And also, but we kind of cheated in the way that we all came here together. And so that does make it easier. It's kind of like you move somewhere with your family. It's a little easier to acclimate to somewhere, and you have your friends there. You have a base there.
Yeah.
Whereas if we didn't all come on our own. But it's been great. I mean, we've only been here for 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months, 4 months, which is really cool too, because I feel people in LA have really helped us meet other bands in LA and meet other scenes in LA and everything. So it's been really welcoming actually too.
Yeah, having a bunch of good friends and sort of colleagues in town has made it a lot easier for us to deal with. There was a lot of friends that we would love to visit when we come down here, like you, for instance, or, an array of other people that to be closer to them now and have an opportunity to kind of like nurture those relationships is really cool. Also.
Yeah, definitely.
Plus it's sunny. It's just
I think it's fun because in San Francisco we play like once every 3 or 4 months. We're here, it's like we're playing on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday every week for the next 2 months. It's like,
Literally,
wow,
it's liberating. When
so
I
much
think
more.
any band kind of goes through that, is that when you establish something, you kind of in your mind, you've done something, you go somewhere, it kind of shakes things up, and it kind of it can free you up a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's been nice for us because it's just a lot of unknown territory for us.
Yeah.
So it's just opportunity. It's always something. It's like, oh, we haven't done that. We haven't done that. We haven't done that. In a new city, it's how we did it exactly in San Francisco when we first started.
Yeah.
Exact same thing.
Right.
And so it's kind of the same approach. We moved here, exact same thing.
What was the show we played with you? It was like a house party basically because the room was so small. The stage
What
could
Lalo
barely
did
fit
last
us.
month?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was
Like
awesome.
we
Last
wouldn't
night.
have played
Yeah.
a venue
Lost
like
Lost
that in
Rose
San
room.
Francisco, and it was awesome because it was like, intimate, small.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't fit on the stage, but it was so much fun because it was like,
Interesting here too. On that note, there's a lot more venues popping up here in LA.
Oh, yeah.
In San Francisco.
Yep.
I felt up there a lot of people were fighting to keep things open as far as because noise ordinances and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right.
And housing going up everywhere. And it's interesting here. When we got here, we played the hi-hat, and that's a new venue. The venue you're talking about that just opened up as a new venue.
Yep.
And the
The
Telegram
Resident?
Ballroom.
The Resident?
Telegram
Resident.
Ballroom. That's
Yeah.
when it's like it's interesting. You come down here and it's spreading, and there's brand new rooms that are happening.
Yeah.
Which is cool for us to be here part of that as well.
Yeah, definitely. You guys hit a good time.
Yeah.
That all these things
Yeah, it
are
feels
opening
good.
and you can jump on them. So that's cool, for sure. I just spaced on my next question.
We're out of here. Thanks,
You
guys.
guys can leave.
blue.
It's fine. It's
Blue.
fine.
Spin the wheel. Yeah, spin the wheel. when
Well,
in
you
doubt.
guys kind of segued into what was my original next question, which was like, what already like differences between San Francisco and LA have you seen? So obviously
As
there's a
far
lot
as
more
music?
venues. Yeah, like the scene itself.
I think here is just, I feel that sometimes here, because you're around the business, it's more in your face a little bit here.
Yeah.
That people and bands in general is that you kind of, things are a little bit more solidified before they debut. Whereas the recordings are done, the band's put together. If they want to do like stylistically speaking, they'll do that together.
Yeah.
They'll kind of like you see a band, it's all kind of put together well. And that makes sense because you're kind of aware of what really is happening in music. I mean, there's a lot going on here of all genres.
Yeah.
And I feel with the Bay Area it's a little bit more relaxed, a little bit mellow when it first starts, which I like because that's how we came together.
Yeah.
I feel really good that we started the band in San Francisco because I would just feel like it's a little more overwhelming.
It's
all the
hard,
things
yeah.
you have to think about
Yeah.
down here, which are important, but it's kind of nice up there. We could just be like, oh, we have 6 songs, let's book a show,
Yeah.
and play and figure it out, and have fun,
Yeah.
you know. And
It's hard-
and
it's hard here.
you
It
know,
is
I
very
feel like
you gotta
everybody's
think
more
about it a little
goal
more.
oriented here.
I was gonna say the same
Yeah.
thing. Like,
What did he say?
Rob said
close
that. Rob said that out of the side of his eyes.
Yeah.
yeah, like I feel like there's a lot of
I'm not gonna repeat it.
artists here, and it's not really like a negative thing necessarily, but I feel like a lot of projects are constructed to sell.
Yeah.
They're kind of like built to do something. Like we want to be placed in a movie. We want to be, it's kind of like intended to do that. Whereas I think in SF, things seem to be created just to be good, and then we'll kind of see what happens, which is kind of like a compliment and a slight at the same time. So.
Yeah.
But I think that's just proximity.
Yeah.
I mean, here you're just close to a big pulse.
Absolutely.
That's true.
And that's kind of it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it is. And at the same time, I can see that I've met people that have moved from LA because of that. Being so close at all time can also be exhausting.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I think going back and forth is going to end up being what it is. And also for us too, we've been doing work there, we've been doing work here, and it's
Yeah.
nice going back and forth.
Definitely. And you
All
guys
the
have
time.
toured a lot more than a lot of bands that I know, in
Yeah.
fact. So what are like some cities that you guys hit that you didn't expect to be like super awesome?
Boise, Idaho.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Boise's the jam.
Boise's been really great, and also Phoenix as well. And it's kind of nice, like this little, I don't know. It's one the few cities that we hit that for some reason either when we were leaving we would hit it, or on the way home every time we would hit it.
Yeah.
And Boise, for some reason, they have a really cool musical community there, really good local radio station there.
Big college vibe.
Yeah. But they they get behind the music. They have their own Tree Fort Music Fest.
Yeah.
The whole town gets behind. They have this corner where there's 1, 2, 3, like three venues, and all within 2 blocks.
Yeah.
So when there's bands happening, it's like you can just move around.
That's cool.
And for some reason, you never know, it just clicked. And
I think the smaller towns that don't really have much like focus and attention on them at all times are always better, because like
yeah,
They're a little more
it
grateful
just
when you
feels
come
like
through,
and everything
that's-
just
you
feels
actually stop. Thank you. You know?
Yeah.
So
everything just feels like more like intimate and
It's like
and
appreciated.
totally, people are like grateful.
Yeah.
It's so funny though, because it's Boise, freaking Idaho.
Oh, you're like, what?
I'm not gonna say much
Boise
more
or
than that,
Boise?
but it's
Boise.
just surprising.
Boise,
and
yeah.
people
People always
actually
say, what?
really
Boise?
like it.
And we're like,
That's
yeah,
right.
it's dope. Not for everybody, because I know a lot of bands that go through there and they're like, oh no, it's not actually.
Right.
I've been there and it
Yeah.
was whack. Like
Yeah.
it's good for us, and
Yeah.
that kind of like highlights the fact that different bands are gonna just get different reactions where they go.
Yeah.
I actually like playing in Reno a lot too. That's kind of a town that's a little cutty. It's a little shady.
Yeah.
It's a little dingy and weird, but we always have awesome shows there.
Reno's just turned into Reno's one of those places where I didn't really see Reno through a different side until we started playing shows there.
Yeah.
And then when we got there, we actually met the people that live in Reno
Yeah.
and everything. It's a whole different world, kind of like with Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There's a whole other world out there you don't see if you're out there as a tourist. And there's bars that the locals don't go to,
Yeah.
and the ones they go to that if you're a tourist, you won't stumble on.
Yeah.
If you're in Reno, go to the Love and Cup.
Love and Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing.
Great drinks, great music.
We befriend people there, and it just gets better and better, and more
Yeah.
welcoming every time. And it's almost like returning to a place as opposed to just starting all over every time.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, last question. What do you guys have coming up in the next, like, say, 6 months?
There's a big one.
we have a
Aaron,
residency.
you want to talk about it?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We
Tell
have
us
a
about it,
res-
Aaron.
yeah.
What's going on, Aaron?
Oh, Jay, we have a residency in May. We're gonna be playing.
What's a residency?
It's you're gonna be able to come see us every Monday night at the Satellite in May, and there's a lot of Mondays in May, so we hope
Yeah.
you come make it.
May Monday.
Yeah.
There's
I
7
think it's
Mondays
the most
in May.
Mondays.
7
of the year.
Mondays.
It is,
Yeah, there's 5.
I would say that's the biggest thing since we've gotten here, because it's something we did in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And it's a cool thing because you get to spread it with your friends, your friends' bands that you know. You get to curate every bill.
Yeah.
And here for us being in LA, it's actually a very welcoming thing to be offered that. And it's a
Yeah.
cool thing we got to do. And then
It's a
also
great
we get to share, we get to have bands from San Francisco on the bill with us. We get to have friends from friends that are in bands here in LA on the bill.
Yeah.
And it gets to just be a good, I don't know, it's just a good mixing of people and friends and music. And we get to
That's
do that
an
every Monday.
exciting aspect of the residency, is that we get to think about who we want to play with,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of like a chance to like review who do we know in LA and who do we want to play with, and kind of it's really exciting to be able to like call a lot of these artists that we like in town and try to get them involved, and it's gonna be fun.
I'm sure we'll end up having a few more of your bands on the bill too, since you sent over that.
I sent them an extensive
starting
list of
extensive
bands.
list, yeah, for sure.
Aaron's like, yeah,
definitely.
can you tell me some bands? And I was like, yeah, like I'll get to it later. Then I was like, I'm
never
gonna send
mind,
him
here's
like
20 of
15
them.
right now.
Here's a Google Doc.
Yeah.
And the satellite's cool venue. too.
It is a great
The
venue.
the sound's really good.
Yeah.
I like that place a lot.
Yeah.
So it
Sweet.
worked out well.
We're gonna be doing a lot of writing and recording.
Yeah.
That's, I think, the biggest.
We had a
Right.
single just come out a couple weeks ago, and then we did a whole batch when we did that song. So
Yeah.
there's a few other songs that'll start coming out over the next few months.
Sweet. Awesome.
Aaron's having a kid.
Woo! Yeah, buddy.
With Joey.
Yeah. We're done.
There you go.
We're happy. We're excited.
Nice.
Joey's
we're-
working on a novel.
Joey's
Yeah.
working on a novel
Wow.
Comic book novel.
from behind the kids.
Oh.
It's gonna be like his
Exactly.
memoir.
That sounds terrible.
The cover is him leaning on a cymbal with